Sean Sewell with Engearment.com. Got a fun review for you on my favorite sandal for 2025 so far. This is the Bedrock Cairn Evo C sandal. It is a thicker version of my previously favorite Cairn, as you can see right here. In this video, I'll go over the features, function, sizing, and what I like about all the Bedrock shoes. So let's get into it. First, we'll talk about sizing. Now at Bedrock, they go even numbers, so I'm usually 11.5 in most shoes and sandals, but they do not have 11.5, so I went with the 12. And the 12 treated me well, not only the Cairns right here, but also the Bedrock mountain clogs right here too. So those are really good offerings. How you adjust it, this is where it gets fun. There are these little clips right here, and you can put the metal loop into each of these clips, and then you have an adjustable heel stay. And once you get those kind of dialed in, the heel stay and the little loops right there, then I simply put my foot into the sandal and then tighten down right here, if that made sense. And that this kind of system works really well to keep your foot in place, and the traction on the footbed is pretty grippy too, even when wet. In fact, I love using these in the water. I like to take my dog on a walk up a creek oftentimes, and this is why I like these sandals. Nothing to get wet, your feet get wet, but they dry off, and then you get Vibram traction. Look at that. Real legit, nice Vibram traction. Now, they sent these over in the middle of winter, which is kind of tricky to test out sandals, but I love the cold, so I've got about 30 days of use out of 60 days I've had them. In mud, in cold. Surprisingly, it's hot right now. It's the end of February, and we're on a hot streak in the 60s, so it's very easy to use them then. But in traditional Colorado dressing modality, you won't be surprised to find a person wearing a puffy jacket, a hat, shorts, and then sandals in the winter. That's just kind of normal out here. We're weird, I acknowledge that. Back to the sandal, what I like about it. Okay, look at the cushion. This is amazing. And it's all, I want to say zero drop, but it's not, there's no heel, right? So a lot of us are trying to avoid having a heel of any kind in our shoes, whether that's just for walking or whether it is for lifting weights or other activities. Generally, best practice is if you can keep your hamstring at full length, you're gonna move well and feel good. That's just my health background, and I'll leave it at that. The color on this one right here is slate blue. It's very attractive. I really enjoyed the yellow, the copper one right here as well. And these have seen 2 years of hardcore use. I have not washed them. They've been in creeks, they've been in lakes, they've been camping. They're really awesome. So how they going to differ, this is really important for you guys. The footbed on the Cairn C is thicker, a little bit grippier. This one, the regular Cairn, is a little bit smoother. The tread is virtually the same on both. The only real difference is the Cairn is going to be thinner than the Evo C. Now, I've used these, like I said, 2 years, and I love them. I love training barefoot, love training with kettlebells, barefoot. But these have been an absolute joy to wear. As a fitness coach, I'm on my feet 10, 12 hours a day, and wearing these has been really good. And then just go walk the dog through random, we have construction sites all around us because we're building a home. And so just walk the dog through various dirt and mud, and it's been good, been really good. And just for comparison, the mountain clogs, these are really awesome, kind of all-terrain, all-weather. Got the full toe cap, so you can go biking with these, or work on the car, stuff like that, and have a little more protection. Definitely not a steel toe when I wear them construction site, but you get a lot more protection than you do on the sandal, just for what it's worth. They're very comfortable. They have the same system as you see, the loops right there. The heel loop is a little bit different. It's more of a static, not a Velcro strap, more of a static, but once you get it set, you're good. And once you get these set on the Cairn and the Evo C Cairn, you don't really mess with it. The only thing you mess with is going to be this loop right here. Boom, that guy right there. All right, so these are all size 12. I'm a men's 11.5, and the size 12 fit good, fit better than the size 11. I always like to size up so I can tighten down. And that seems to be a pretty good policy across all brands. Durability is off the charts. I've put these things through so much. And every person that I meet who has Bedrock says the same thing. I'm not paid to say any of this. I'm that much of a fanatic about the Bedrock sandals. They're durable, they're comfortable, they get the job done. This system is really nice. Oh, one really important thing about the system. That's actually very comfortable. There you go, this guy right here. It's not hard plastic, it's not obtrusive. It fits really, really well. I know I spoke in many, many shoe reviews, and I think even the Cairns, that I've had broken feet, I've had gout in both feet, I've had arthritis in both feet, and I've gone through 2 foot surgeries in the last 3 years. And honestly, the Cairns were my go-to shoe because they played very nicely with where the incision was. Hopefully you don't have to have foot surgery, but it played very nicely. And I talked to a lot of other people out there through the comments and through email who had done the same surgery for hallux rigidus or hallux limitus, which is limited or rigid big toe. And a lot of them swear by the Bedrock sandals as well. So not that these are medical devices, just a nice sandal for a person who's gone through those kinds of procedures. I'm not a doctor, I'm not trying to play one on TV, but that's my experience medically. All right, okay, a lot to think on right here. One last gander at the wonderfully attractive, very, very comfortable Cairn Evo C sandals, $135 US. I'll put a link below if you want to pick a pair up. Comes in men's and women's whole sizes, and as I showed you earlier in the video, you just simply adjust it down to fit your foot however you want it to fit. And then the only thing you have to adjust is put your foot in and then tighten down. Boom, and you're good to go. All right, hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, a thumbs up, be appreciated. I'm Sean Sewell, owner, director of Stoke for Engearment. Until next time, take care.